Hey guys, it's Meek, and in this video I'm gonna be showing you guys how to actually start a clothing brand in 2024. And I know it's New Year, so a lot of you guys probably have resolutions that you're not gonna stick to. So if you're just watching this video with absolutely no intent on actually taking action, please just click off. I'm making this video for the 1% of people that are actually serious about changing their lives this year, and the first step to changing anything is taking action. So get up, grab your notebook, and without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so the first step to creating something is having an idea, and before you make a name or make a logo, you want to visualize what your brand looks like. You want your brand to have like the Hellstar kind of theme, or like maybe on the high end like Balenciaga, but I would say try and base it around what you wear. This will make it so much easier to understand the audience and know what they want, because then there will be a reflection of you. So once you figure out what style you want your brand to have, the next step is to pick a name. Please don't make a corny name like Motion Trapstar 47. Like 9 times out of 10 that's gonna make your brand look so unprofessional in the future. Like imagine if Hellstar's name was Motion Star. I guarantee you they would not be where they're at now. But yeah, best case scenario, try and pick a one-word name that looks clean, professional, and easy to pronounce. And most important, make it fit the theme of your brand. But if you can't find a one-word name, that's fine, just don't make it corny. Once you got a name that you're satisfied with, you're gonna want to create an Instagram and TikTok account, and if just the name itself is taken, add a .us at the end. Anything like .co or .net is fine too. Just try and make it professional, because that's the most important thing in the beginning stages to get people to trust your brand. After you got your name and created social media accounts, the next step is to make a logo. And the logo doesn't have to be perfect immediately. It took me over like a year to get the perfect logo that I want. I'm not gonna go in depth into making a logo. If you guys want a video about logos, just let me know. But there's a bunch of websites that basically just create the logos for you for free. But I promise you, logos do not matter. If your clothing brand is fire, your logo is not gonna be a deal breaker. But yeah, by now you should have a logo, a name, and social media accounts. And congrats, you've now completed about 10% of the work. This is usually where most people give up and just scroll off the video and start doing their bad habits. But this is also where the millionaires are created, the people that keep watching this video, the people that are willing to put in work. So I'll be looking in this video's analytics and see who's who. But yeah, once you got those things created, you're gonna set up the next essential things. And those essential things is like your Shopify, picking your payment gateway, getting your domain, setting up your policies, and everything you have to do to run your Shopify smoothly. And again, I can't make an in-depth video into this because most people's attention span can't make it through a 1 hour long video. But if a lot of you guys want me to make one, please let me know in the comments and I will make one. But for now, I'm gonna link a video in the description on how to set up your Shopify. But yeah, Shopify is a big chunk of it, so you're basically now like 35% done. And if you want your brand to look professional, in my opinion, I wouldn't use the Shopify themes for your site. I'll have somebody custom make me a site, but a lot of you guys don't have the capital for that. So what I did back then when I was first starting is buy a pre-built template, and I'll link the one I got back then in the description. So now you should have your name, a logo, your Shopify setup, and a site. So now you have completed all the boring stuff. This is where shit gets real and fun, but this is also where 80% of people fail and give up, and most of it is just due to lack of self-belief. And I know I have a successful brand right now, but I wasn't always here. A couple years ago, I was just making designs and just looking at YouTube videos. I was literally just binging YouTube videos and saying I was gonna do this, saying I was gonna do that, but not doing anything. I had created like 6 Shopify stores that I spent like 4 hours on making, but I would always pussy out at the end, and that is all due to lack of self-belief. I genuinely thought that nobody would buy my clothes. If you set a cap on yourself, you're just not gonna make it, respectfully. You gotta be delusional, and even if people don't buy your clothes in the first couple months or even year, you still have to keep going. The thing that pushed me into actually committing, I was in a Discord call with a couple friends, and they used to always tell me, oh, you say you're gonna do this, you say you're gonna start a brand, but you never do it. And they were right. I literally asked myself, why do I have a passion for this but still not do it? Then I decided to actually commit and post mock-ups on TikTok, and one of them blew up, and it was all history from there. But now that the market is super saturated, you can't just blow up off mock-ups. You actually have to put effort in, and don't let that discourage you, because brands blow up every day. It's just a matter of when your turn is. As long as you have a tiny bit of passion and actually make good clothes, you will blow up. If you're just making a clothing brand for the money, respectfully, you're like 2 years late. That's not happening anymore unless you get blessed. But yeah, enough with the pep talk. Once you got your site made and set up everything I just went over, the next step is designing the clothes. I suggest you design your clothes over Sieg's mock-up pack. And if you're just starting out and you have no idea on how to design clothes, I recommend you watch his YouTube videos. He has tons of helpful tips. And if you DM me on IG and tell me you're from this video, I will make a design for you for a cheap price. I just want to see you guys succeed and pursue your passion, so I'm down to make a whole tech pack and design for you for the first few people that ask me. Once you have a tech pack, the next most important thing is finding a manufacturer that is reliable and trustworthy. I see so many people get scammed off working with Pakistani manufacturers with like 20 followers. The rule of thumb is if you want a good quality manufacturer, work with China. And I do sell all my manufacturers for $100, but if you're from this video, just DM me and I'll give it to you for 50. And again, I'm only doing this for the first few people. My manufacturers do denim, hoodies, and sweaters. If you actually want to spend money and buy something from someone, make sure it's a manufacturer, because that's where I always see people get fucked over. And again, it doesn't have to be from me. I just want to see you guys succeed. But yeah, once you got a good, trustworthy, reliable manufacturer, manufacturer, you're gonna want to send over the tech pack and tell them every single detail you want. Send them reference photos, tell them everything you want, because in the first starting stages you can't afford to fuck up a sample and just lose like $135 off the rip. But yeah, once you 100% know they know exactly what you want as your sample, you're gonna want to pay for the sample and wait for it to get made and shipped to you. Now that you got your sample, the hard part is done, and now it's just a waiting game. Now you just gotta market your sample, make TikToks, promote it. I'd say find a big clothing brand in your niche and basically replicate their TikTok. But yeah, I basically made a whole entire video on how to have a successful drop. It should be on the top right now, but if it's not, it will be in the link in the description. Once you have your site made, a logo, a Shopify setup, a website, and your sample, your clothing brand is basically made. Now you just have to figure out how to make money off of it, which is exactly what I show on my how to have a successful drop day YouTube video. But for this video, this pretty much sums it up. But yeah, if you somehow made it this far, I'm proud of you and I see potential in you. Make sure to comment burrito so I know who's who. Please make sure to subscribe and like this video and even comment on it so it keeps popping up on your feed. Everything I post is straight up real sauce. I have no reason to clickbait you. I mean, I don't care about views. I'm not even monetized yet. So if you genuinely find this video interesting, please make sure to subscribe and like. And good luck on your journey.